I got time for one more question. Let's see. Computer. Next question.
In Star Trek lore, the Romulans gave cloaking technology to the Klingons in exchange for the D7 class design. Why would the Romulans give away such a powerful technological advantage for just a few ships?
Okay, so remember, Romulan power at the time was sheer impulse. So literally, their whole thing was just like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to conquer. They moved. Not to mention, they didn't have the ability to go much faster. They didn't have warp capability. So all of a sudden, you're introduced to another species. It turns out to be Klingons. They seem to be down for being like, all right, you guys are equally idealistic, though we don't necessarily know if we trust you or not. But we do see you have an impressive piece of technology that would all of a sudden open up the stars, which, by the way, according to Romulan history, was closed to them. Remember, Vulcans at some point evolved to become Romulans, and they eventually broke off. The ones that wanted to become logical became the Vulcans we know, live long and prosper. The Vulcans that didn't want to stay and be logical became Romulans, and they got on a ship and took off. Chances are, when they took off, they were going at some form of sublight and traveling for hundreds of years until eventually they arrived at where they were. Meaning, Vulcans got about 100 years so jump on them in terms of their ability to their history and their evolution. So now you add this. So now you add this group who has traveled through space, maybe encountered one or two species, and eventually, well, after they've established themselves in a home place, they are looking to expand. And what do? They got nowhere to go but space, and they don't have the ability to actually travel in space the way they used to. So they have to, or at least they can't. How aggressive can you be, literally being a species who's doing nothing but, putzing around the universe at sublight speed? So then you suddenly find yourself going, well, one, they would need not only the technology, but also they would need the ship lends itself to travel. What do you care about? They didn't understand the ramifications. I don't believe the ramifications of giving cloaking technology away were understood. But at the same time, because they weren't part of the bigger tapestry, so at the same time, they're sitting, but they need to go. They're like, well, clearly there's a universe out there we have to be a part of. Okay, hide and seek technology, here you go. Give us the ability to actually explore. That's all that mattered. The ability to conquer, the ability to go out. That's what happened. So comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you're partial, if you're a Romulan historian of any kind. Would love to hear your opinions and thoughts on the entire scenario. Was it a good deal or was it not? Should they have bargained a little more, or when you think realistically about the scenario, you kind of go, oh, okay, I get it. I mean, I totally get it. So it's something to keep in mind for how all of them, how they move forward and progress. But I wouldn't judge them too harshly for that. So yeah, So yeah, all right, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them and talk more. I'll see you in the comment section.